Hey YouTube, it's Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, here with another Alesis Nitro mesh tutorial video today. I apologize for the background noise if it's really bad. It's really hot outside today, like in the 90s. It's supposed to be up to 99 degrees, and I don't want to turn off my AC even for a minute, because otherwise I'll just be dripping with sweat while making this video. So, to spare you from that, I figured I'd leave it on, and I'm wearing my lapel mic, so hopefully the background noise isn't too bad. So anyway, what today's video is going to be about is a while back I made a custom kit on the Alesis Nitro mesh that was kind of emulating the 1980s metal drum sound, specifically like Def Leppard. And after I posted that video, a lot of people requested to do other types of kits. And one of those kits was for the Beatles. Now, I was thinking about that for a while, and the Beatles had a lot of different sounds on a lot of different recordings. So rather than just try to do a Beatles sound, I figured I would do more of a 1960s style drum sound, at least the best I can. Now, when it comes to electronic drums, it's almost harder to make lo-fi sounding drums. What I mean by lo-fi is, you know, basically in the 1960s there were less mics being used on drums. A lot of times there would only be like one or two mics on the drums, and they just had more of a natural sound and less high fidelity. So with the electronic drum kit, you know, basically even one like the Alesis Nitro Mesh, even though it's not that expensive, it's going to have much higher fidelity than a drum kit with, say, one or two microphones on it. So I'm going to do my best. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this yet, but I know that there's some sounds in there that sound a little bit 1960s, and maybe I could play with the levels and the EQ and things like that to kind of give it a more almost garagey 1960s sound. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to do my best. Let me switch the camera over to the module so you guys can see what I'm doing while I'm trying to do it, and let's see what we can do. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So this is about the best angle I can get on the module, and it's gonna be a little bit shaky when I play because it's sitting on my drum riser, but I think you guys can see it good enough to get an idea as to what I'm doing here. So first off, you're gonna wanna select a user kit that you can write over that you don't care about writing over. And I'm going to be using patch number U26, which you can see right there. It doesn't really matter which one you're using, just as long as it has a U before it. It's anything above 20 you can write to. So let's go ahead and start. Let's start with the kick drum. So I'm gonna hit my kick, and let's go ahead and select voice. Now let's just listen to some different kicks. Now, kicks in the 1960s were not super prominent as much as they are today. And they were also kind of open sounding. That one sounds pretty good, but let's keep listening. That one's pretty jazzy. That one's pretty good. 15 and 9 so far. I think we're getting into some electronic sounding ones. That one's not bad either. So let's see, we had 15, 9, 24. Okay, so well, there's still more. Okay, these are all electronic. So let's go back to 9. Hear that one again. 9, 15 was another one. 15, and then 24. I'm thinking 15. Let's hear 9 again. Yeah, 9's too gated, so let's go to 15. Okay, so there's our kick. That's what we're going to work with. Now let's find a snare drum. So right now we're on this really electronic sounding one. First off, let's how do I do this? I forget. Oh, will this erase my progress? I don't want to do that yet. Never mind. That one's not bad. It's 69. 69, dude. That was so stupid. But Bill and Ted's 2 is, or 3 rather, is coming out pretty soon. Yeah, I like that one. 69. Let's hear some others though. Okay, so 69 it is. How appropriate. 1969. Alright, let's check out some toms. Tom 1. Those are very 80s. We definitely don't want those. Those are 2 70s. I love those though. I always use those. 2 good. Possibly. This might be the toughest one. Possibly these. I don't know, they're a little too... something not right about them. Maybe 130. Let's remember that is. Actually, nah. Yeah, our tom selection is not. So 130. All right, let's do 130. Yeah, okay. I think I can work with that. So let's do this one. 131. And then 132 for the floor tom. Can I go lower? Nope. Okay, so before I even get into the cymbals, let's work a little bit on these. First off, let's save what we have so far. So let's go to user 26, save. Okay. So now I want to do some things here. Let's turn off the reverb for the time being by pressing kit and just go to reverb and then turn that off so we can hear what it sounds like. Sounds like without reverb. Okay. So let's go back to voice. Now I want to make this first rack tom. Oh, first off, I'm going to pan everything dead center because I want this kit to be mono. Oops. Okay, now let's go back to pitch. I'm going to pitch my first tom up a little bit. I pitch my last tom down a little bit. Oh, I might end up really liking this kit. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's start doing our cymbals. So hi-hats are always tricky. Let's go back to our voice selection. So I may have to do individual hi-hat sounds. That's probably what I'm going to do. Wait, where are they? Is that all we have? Alright, let's go with 249 for the open. I'm using the pedal now for my foot. Looking for a good closing sound. Okay, where are they? Oh, there we go. Okay, that one's pretty good. It's too loud, though. Let's go to volume, turn that down. There we go. Okay, so closed hi-hat. Open is what? Open is number 249. So let's do let's get down there somewhere. I like that one. Oh yeah, there's the middle open sound too, which is kind of hard to hit. So I'm just gonna make that the same. It'll also be 249. Okay, that's pretty good on the hi-hats. But I think I want to pitch them a little bit. Well, do I want to make them lower? Oh, let's pan them center. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with the cymbals now. So first I'm gonna do my ride, which I have mapped over here on my rim. So let's make sure it's pan center. Where's a good 60s sounding ride? One of those two. That's the one with the bell on it. But that one's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good all-around ride, and it can sound 60s. I mean, they had Zildjians back then. So we're going to do some more stuff with the EQ that's going to help as well. Okay, let's check out our crash. Crash 1. .226 is really the only one I really like, honestly. And there's one other one that's okay, 231. Yeah, that one's alright, so. That one's pitched way down, okay. We're going to pitch one of these up. I might go... Oh, too much reverb on there. Oh, well, it's off anyway, so... Let's select a different one. I'm not crazy about that one. That one's alright. Okay, let's hear that. My cymbals are really loud. Okay, I do want to pitch these hi-hats down a little bit. At least the closed one. So it sounds like the same as the open one. Okay. Still not crazy about that crash, but you guys probably don't even have that crash over there. Unless you have an add-on like I do, but it's okay though. It's just too loud. Let's bring it down. There we go. Okay, let's save. Now let's turn our reverb back on. Let's turn the overall volume up. Okay, and now let's go back to the voice, because I think that reverb actually sounds pretty 60s-y. Too much. Maybe 9. Just a little bit on the cymbals, not too much. Toms are too loud because toms a lot of times weren't mic'd individually, so let's turn those down a little bit. Definitely sounding more 60s sounding right now already. Okay, let's save again. Now let's go back into Kit, and I want to mess with the EQ a little bit. So let's turn down our EQ high quite a bit. There we go. Just analog tape tended to have less really high frequencies, especially on the older recordings. That'll make it sound a little more analog. Now let's turn up our mids. might be a little too much mid. Just a little mid boost is all we need. Okay, and EQ low. I think it's fine, right where it is. Okay, let's save that. Save. I think that sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty 60s to me. You know, it's not it's not perfect, but you know, like I said, it's a digital drum set, so they're not going to sound super vintage. But what I think I'm going to do is record kind of a little 1960s sounding jam and play the drums to it, and we'll see what it sounds like in music. Alright, that's going to be all for today's video, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you want to support what I do on this channel, go to my record label, which is anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. There's all kinds of music I've made on there, a lot of it including the Alesis Nitro mesh, so check that out if you get a chance. And let me know what you thought about this video. Post comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. And I'll see y'all really soon. Have a great week. Bye.